one workout to put on YouTube. And today it was on request to do triceps. Well, to do half an hour or even 15 minutes of triceps, that is a little bit too much. So we're going to do the whole upper body. So we have some more variety in our exercises. What you will need is a chair or a low table or even something lower, but make sure you will not tip over. So you can put somebody, let somebody hold it and then do the exercise. And what you also will need is a pair of dumbbells or a bottle of water that you can fill. If you have 1 liter of water, then it's 1 kilogram. If you have 1.5 liter of water or whatever what was in there, then it's 1.5 kilo and so on. So approximately 1 liter of water is 1 kilogram. Exactly. What you also can do is use alternatives. If you have, by example, a gallon or a nice big, you can use it as a kettlebell. Maybe we don't use it, but I'm just giving you ideas. If you feel this one, if it's empty up with sand, it's much heavier. So stand on the scale with it and then without it, and then you know exactly how much it weighs. So be creative in what the stuff that you have at home to make it possible for you to do the exercises. Also rice bag, potato bag, whatever you have. If you're scared it's going to fall out, put like a pillow case around it and then tie it, and then it will be safe in here. And then maybe if it breaks, it will be in your pillowcase. Yeah, so be creative. So for now, I'm already a little warm. Let me get the fuzz out of here. I think I need to clean again the house. Another hobby of mine. Yay! So just to be just overall warm up, we can start with the feet outside of our hips, maybe shoulder width, maybe a little wider, toes width, turn the toes out. And then from there, you're just going to start squatting down, squatting down. The arms are going to be counterbalanced because your bum pushes back. The weight travels into your heels, and therefore you can accelerate or extend the movement. Make it a little bit more strengthful by pulling the elbows with force, invisible force, your own force, in towards your waist. Turn the hand palms up, 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 and up. Okay, little circles for the upper body. Stand tall, feet together, hand palms down. Stretch out the fingers or make fists, whatever you want to make. I take nice long lines and I take tiny circles in front. I keep pushing my hands outward, so I want to reach taller. You see that your chest is lifting, that's what you want to have. Tiny, tiny circles. And then you reverse the action, go backward. Stretch out those arms, lift up your chest bone. Nice and tall. Okay, arms are totally straight here. No bend in the elbows, the energy line will break. So don't break your energy line. Energy from tip of finger all the way through the mid-body and then to the other tip of the finger. Yes, there we are. Let them go down. Rotate the shoulders up, back and down. Up to the earlobes, rotate them back and down. Up to the earlobes, back and down. I'm not rotating forward because the movement we have, especially with all the sitting that we do, you have a tendency to do this one. So I only roll backwards. Really let your shoulder blades move into your upper back. The elbows can be bent. The focus is on the shoulder blades, onto the shoulder heads, and just feel that you're warming and getting the blood flow there, so it's all nice and warm and ready to have some weight bearing on it. So, turning back to you, maybe just a couple of inhales. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, onto the tippy toes. Exhale, let it go. Inhale onto the tippy toes. Exhale, let it go. Inhale onto the tippy toes. Exhale, let it go. Inhale onto the tippy toes. Heels down, arms down. Okay. So, we start on our hands and knees. Get this piece off my mat. Why do I start on my hands and knees? Of course, you can do it standing up. Of course, you can do it sitting upright, or you can sit it on your heels, but the body will start to move. So this way, I incorporate a little bit of muscles more for you to do the exercise and really isolate the target that we have. So we start with a tricep kickback. Yeah? What your shoulder wants to do is roll forward. Make sure you plug the shoulder blade into your back, and then keep the dumbbell, the weight, at your hip. Why? Because if you bring it all the way back down, and I put my thumb on top, if you put it all the way back here, here's too much rest. So what you need to do is like all fours, engage, shoulders away from your ears, tops of the feet down, or curl the toes under, whatever you prefer. Belly draws in, nice and tight. Don't start dipping, hollow spine. And then from here, you bring it up towards your hip bone. You extend your neck and you decompress this left shoulder into the socket. And then you go 1, easy down. 2, slow down. 3, slow down. 4, slow down. 5, slow down. 6, slow down. 7, slow down. 8, slow down. We go to 12, 9, 11, 10, sorry, I can't count. 11 and 12. Then you can start sitting up. Turn to you. First, take your upper arm next to your ear and very close into your face. You can even help to push this arm inward. Then from there, you tuck your belly, tailbone is pointing down, engage the core, and then you go drop it and lift it. Drop it and lift it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring it back to the front. Here you go, other side. So just give it a shake, let it roll. And I feel already the burn. It's not many repetitions, but we do it 3 times. So, other side, toes tucked, toes flat. Shoulder depress, make a nice short space between the hips and your armpit. Then you take the other arm, and let me turn around you so we can see. And then from here, shoulders back, and then you go up and release. Up fast, release slow. 3, release. 4, and down. 5, and down, belly in. 6, and down. 7, and down. 8, and down. 9, and down. 10, and down. Keep the elbow up. 11, and 12. Up, bring it down. Okay, now the other side. Bring the dumbbell up. This is, by the way, 3 kilograms. Lift it up. Keep your upper arm next to your ear, the same line, so not in front. You can go a little bit further back, but don't flare your ribs out. So keep your front ribs nice and mid together. Yeah? I held my hand, just taking my hand onto the other armpit on the tricep. Extend tailbone down towards your heels or the floor, and 1, 2, upper body still. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a friend on my elbow. 10, 11, and 12. Bring it back down. Here we go. If you want to go, fatigue it a little bit more. Take or 2 dumbbells from the same weight, or take a heavier weight. So I don't go for 6 kilograms, I go for 5 kilograms, and I have my material here. But be creative. Fill up a bottle of water. Take a sack of potatoes. Whatever you can do. Now this time I will go stand up. So I need to incorporate my belly a little bit more. So from here, you stand up. Maybe have a slight bend in the knees. Take your feet a little bit out. So it's like hip width apart. Hip width apart is always your foot length in between. And then you bring the arms up. Don't start doing this one. Now I thrust with my hips and I don't do so much with my arms. So I want to be heavy on my feet. I bend my legs a little more. I straighten my arms. Same thing apply. Upper arm next to your ears. Tuck your tailbone slightly under. Pull that belly in. And then go 1 and up. 2 and up. 3 and up. Knit the elbows towards one another. Don't let them flare out. Forward and up. Let the weight go back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now pulse. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. Elbows in. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. Yes. Continue. Hop. Hop. Last one. Yes. Did you maybe dip your head down, your chin down? Keep the chin parallel with the floor. So it's laying on a bookshelf or something. But keep the chin in. So don't start tucking because then you get this form. Not a good form, right? It's only a little bit. Just to take the whole body with it. Elbows underneath your wrist. Whatever weight you have. If the weight is a little bit narrower, then just try to knit them in. So you have the frontal body action right in between here and then you go down. Elbows meet the knees, you go up. 1, 2, weight in the heels. 3, 4, 5, keep your knees bent when you go up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pulses down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lift up your toes. 8. Belly in. 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight back. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. Okay. So now we continue with the little bench dip. Little bench dip. It can be a lower part. Can be if this surface where you're leaning on with your hands is solid and straight, not bendy. It's okay for your wrists. So option 1 is to make sure you don't tip over. So you have to have not the weight forward because then it will tip over. Your buttocks need to be straight down. Option 1 is just to have the feet flat. Lift up your sternum, your chest bone. Press the elbows, the shoulder heads back. Then look forward and bend your elbows back. Not out, not out. Back to the wall behind you. The other option is to take a little heavier, to take the feet more out. Chest lifts, bum lowers. Yes, keep the belly nice and in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Now lower halfway, chest up. Halfway. Press the chest forward, bum down. Weight in your heels a little bit more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knit the elbows together. 10, 11, 12. Little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take your feet to closer. Shake out. Shake it out. Out. Woo. I feel this one already. One tip also. We're going to repeat this, but you know what's following. If you only train the back of your arms, you're getting out of balance. So you need to also activate your biceps, which is the counter muscle. Yeah? So triceps and biceps going to be. I'm sweaty. Woo! But it's okay. So here again. We're going to do the sets again. So first option was, take your weight. If the weight is too heavy, then you can maybe only do 10. That's fine. If you can do 15, go heavier in your weight. If you don't have heavier weights, squeeze harder in the weight you have. The more you squeeze, the muscle tension will get tighter, so therefore it will feel heavier. Yeah? So you can do your own workout without your own body tension without using any weights. Yeah, maybe we'll go to the double and do one day. Looks ridiculous, but it's fun. So, shoulders away. Take your dumbbell. Belly goes in. I put my thumb on top, so I have the direction. If I have it here, I might flare out with my elbow. That's why I put my thumb on top. So here again, shoulders away, belly in, feel stable. Elbow up to the sky, weight next to your hip. 1, 2, slow back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep your arm up, 10, 11, 12. Okay, sit down. Buttocks down. If this is not possible for you, go up onto your knees. Make sure you have a mat underneath it. Then again, no hollow spine too much. Take that belly in, let the tailbone drop down, nice long spine, and then lift your chest bone, knit the ribs in, hold your upper arm next to your ear. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are you doing? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those reps go difficult. 10, 11, and 12. Ooh, bring it back. Okay, the other arm. On all fours, shoulders away from ears, hands underneath your shoulder, the standing hand, knee underneath your hip bones. Then, bring the thumb on top, bring the weight towards your hip, and then lift. 1, 2. Deep pressure your right shoulder. 4, because you're moving your left hand. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Slow back. 12. Slow back. Sit down. Stop here again. Arm goes up. Now I hold my weight normally. Don't flare your ribs out. Don't hollow the spine. Belly in, tailbone down. Left hand up. Right hand holds the left arm. There we go. Tighten. Knit the ribs together. 1, 11, and 12. Ooh, you can double your weight, or you take your heavier weight. We can do it sitting up, we can do it standing up. So I go halfway down, both arms go up. I tuck my tailbone slightly under so my spine is neutral. Curvage, no integration, neutral, belly engaged. Lift those arms, elbows knit in, chin parallel with the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold it, press up, elbows back because they travel forward, I feel it. And now little pulses. 1, 2, 3, go up. 1, 2, 3, tighten belly. 1, 2, 3, that's 3. 1, 2, 3, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, that's 6. 1, 2, 3, and up. 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 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, chin parallel. 1, 2, 3, and up. Bring it down. Okay. Whoo. Ha. Little squats. Heartbeat is up. Sweat is running. So that means that we're working. I feel the sweat even dripping off my back. So, just to give you a little break before we continue onto the bench, we're going to do the squats. And we do it slow. So, take your feet forward. The outer edges of your sharp knife side from the foot is parallel with the mat. So, not turned out this time. Just forward and a little narrower. Shoulder width. That's your width. Elbows in, chest up. Okay. Soft knees, this is my beginning and my ending position. So never do this. Yeah? I take a jam out of my lower back and I have to find my form again. So here. Hop, go 1, 2, 3. Extra squeeze on top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stay down. 1, 2, 3. Up back. 4. Weight in the heels. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, my arms had a little break, not much, so I can continue again with this one. Place it on. You don't have to dip so deeply. Take whatever you can take and hold the elbows back. Shift the chest forward. Yeah? Hands go down. So it's just outside of my hips. I go forward. Don't bring your hips forward because then my shoulders rotate forward. Unsafe. Because my arm bone is pushing my shoulder head upward. You don't want it. So chest up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Fingers pointing forward. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold it. 1, only 10. 3, just forward. 4, 5, right in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can go to 12, 11, and 12. Ooh. Fire. If you feel on your triceps, you feel it's a little warmer than on your forearms, then you know you're working the back of your arms. So rotate those shoulders again. Maybe just let those arms go swing from side to side. Cross on top a little bit, just to release. Ooh, okay. So, I don't know if you can see, but there's a tiny muscle group, but I'm sweating. It's warm, of course, for you also. So last set. If you fail on 8, great, means that you worked. If you fail at 9, perfect too. If you still feel that you can do 10 more reps after each exercise, then load up onto your weight or squeeze tighter into your dumbbells, into your weights itself. Yeah, muscle tension. Okay, shoulders away from ears. Here we go again. Last set. Thumb on top, hips just forward, left shoulder into the socket. Here we go. Up, slow down. Up, slow down. Up, slow to the hip. Up, slow to the hip. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Phew. Working. Good, good. So shoulders away from ears. Belly draws in. You decide where you want to have your feet, tucked or not, flat. Bring this left elbow back. Left hand next to the left hip bone. And there we go. 1. Slow back. 2. Slow back. 3. Slow back. 4. Slow back. Don't lean more on the knees. I started to do that. 5. 6. Keep the elbow up. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Yes. Oh, that's some weight, man. It's only 3 kilos. That's some weight, man. It all has to do with the tempo you go in. If you just go like, it doesn't do as much as if you go up, hold, and slow on the control, move back. Up, and take a break. Of course, now we're going even slower. But that's it, the whole thing here. Turn to you guys again. Sitting on your heels. Buttocks. Tailbone pointing down. Draw the belly in. Pelvic floor muscles active. Right arm goes on top. Hold with your left arm, or left hand, your left shoulder, so you keep the shoulder moving forward and it's not splitting out to the side. So you want elbow forward and the weight going back to the back of your neck. So towards Atlas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other one. Take it up. Turn the tricep forward and your elbows as best as you can forward as well. Hold it. Maybe hold the shoulder head. Here we go again. Tuck. Belly in. Knit the ribs together. No flaring. Yeah? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Focus. 6, 7, 8, 9. Belly in. 10, 11, and 12. Ooh. So now this one I do standing up. I'll first show you what the tricks are. So most of the first time I was sitting down, and the lower I am, the less I can swing. This one I could swing a little more. I don't want to swing. So you need to have control of your body. So that's body awareness, muscle awareness. So it's a whole body movement. Here, if I stand, I take my feet about hip width apart, or I take them together so I can squeeze the inner knees. I prefer this one instead of this one, because then I can start wobbling with my legs. So again, I have soft bent knees, squeeze the knees together. I lift my weight up, and then slightly tap the tailbone, but I lift my chest as high as I can do. And now, instead of like swinging, I want to have control. Here we start. Tucking tailbone, squeeze, belly in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elbows forward. 7, 8, 9. Chin on the parallel with the floor. Up. 11 and 12. Hold it. Squeeze the elbows in. 1, 2, 3. Tailbone down. Squeeze the lower part of your buttocks. 7, 8. Elbows back. 9, 10, 11, 12. Pulse. 1, 2, 3. Don't move the upper body, only arms. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Halfway. If you can do more, go. Yes. Ha. That's 8. 9. 10. It's okay if you fail. And last one. Ah. Woo. Not so funny. Give it a little shake. I gave my arms a break because we have one more on that one, and that's a killer. It's a killer. This time I take my feet even narrower. Then from here, this is too heavy, you can also hold it very close to you. Yeah? So crisscross. That's fine. I go for the same reps. I want my elbows to touch my knees, but I'm not going to lean forward. That's no squat. That's folding or bowing for an audience. Not what we want. So, weight travels into the heels, buttocks goes back. So 1, 2, don't straighten the knees when you go up. 3, 4, push the elbows forward. 5, on knees, not on your thighs. On your knees, keep your upper body upright. 6, 7, squeeze on top. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Weight in the heels. 11 and 12. Pulse. 1, 2. Again. 3. Chest up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Wow. Okay, place it away. Give yourself a little break. Whatever you do, just let the blood flow continue. Pop up the crack open the chest. Make sure you have room. And then take your little table, your little elevation, your chair, whatever it is. Sit on it. Place your fingertips forward, maybe curl them around. I like to keep my fingers here because if I curl, I tend to dip my little table. Your option, easier option, feet flat, and then just slide your buttocks down. Don't have to go deep. Keep the chest lifted so your shoulder blades move into your upper back. Yeah? Keep this spacious, a lot of space. Option 2, bring your feet further up. Let's see what I can do here on this one. So, belly in. Whoop. Belly in. Hips down. Chest up. Gaze forward. Chin parallel with the floor. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chest up, 9, 10. Oh, burn also in my deltoids, which is my shoulder heads. So, just for you, to give you a couple of options with the biceps, because you did the back of the body, back of the arms, so now you need also to have the front. Bend your knees or keep them slightly apart. So from here, hold the dumbbells, and now you can chest forward, spine neutral, belly in. Bring right arm in front of the left chest. 1, alternate. 2, alternate. 3, alternate. 4, under control, not fast. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Now turn the underhand grip forward. Take your upper arms next to your upper body, next to your waistline. I bend my knees. You can also separate the feet, but keep bent knees heavy on the floor. Don't start swinging the upper body. Like, then you're not training your biceps. You're losing momentum. Take momentum out of the equation. Chest up. Long neck. Crown towards the sky. Keep it right here. Both together. 1. And don't straighten the arms. 2. Don't straighten the arms. You get pain in the elbow. Not pain in the elbow after. So don't. Keep attention. Keep squeezing. 5, 6. Long crown of the head upward. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Halfway. Chest forward, shoulders into your upper back. Little pulses. 1. Keep the elbows, not little pulses like this. Keep the elbows in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring them down. Rotate shoulders. We'll just do a couple to fatigue them. And then again. Bend your elbows. Elbows at the side for upper arms at the side of the body. Lower half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just forward and up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, all the way up. From resting position is here. Bring them slightly out. Go halfway. Yep, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Chest up. Shoulder blades into the back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Move down. Okay. So, little stretch here and there. So you did not as much if you want to continue, but otherwise the video is going to be too long. Do this whole set again. And then again. Then after, so pause the video, then after we do a little stretch. And what you can do is go up onto your knees. You open the hand palms facing towards the sky, thumbs facing backwards. The elbows can be slightly bent and then open. So you open the chest, Tuck your tailbone, open, open. You can also do the standing up or sitting down. I like to be halfway. Then hold it long enough that you can breathe. Long crown of the head, so point this part up towards the sky. Move the shoulder blades into your upper back so they're not rounding. Keep them there, belly nicely drawn in. Then take them down. Arms go forward, drop the shoulders, turn the thumbs down, outwards, and the hand palms facing up. Then reach as far as you can go back. Back, and the chest goes forward. Yes, extend through the elbows. Hold it long enough and breathe. 1. A minimum of 30 seconds, so that's pretty long. So let the breath be flowing, just like in yoga. No tension. And then, okay, letting it go. Then from here, also don't flare your ribs out. Just keep this nice and compact and tuck your tailbone under. Bring your right arm up. Take your left hand at the elbow and then move your elbow towards the mid-back of the back of your head. And then of course you want to flare out like this. Don't. Then it's just you taking a nice stretch from there, but you want to stretch out the triceps. So take it from here and press with the head a little bit back and tuck your tailbone. And then you feel, so you want to reach as far as possible towards your mid-back, in between the shoulder blades. Hold this also nice and long, minimum of 30 seconds. And then you go into place the other arm. So let it go. I like to make full movements. So I feel the swirl of the blood going. So now my ribs, I need to knit them in. Tuck your tailbone, let the ribs knit. Press the head against your upper arm and let the elbows stick out of the mid of the elbow. If the arm is here, just do your best to get it in the midline. Don't dip your chin. If I talk like this, I'm not doing anything. Yeah? So chin parallel, how we did the tricep exercise. Hopla. Nice long tricep muscle. Always stretch, stretch, stretch. Yes. And long enough. For the biceps, you can take your hands, go on to all fours, or you can take one forward and lean. I take both of them, shoulders depress, and I lean slightly back. If the heels of the hands are lifting, then you reach your maximum. Also the forearms will get a nice stretch. You take 2 in 1, because holding, gripping your dumbbell will tighten up your forearms. So we take 2 in 1, shoulders away from ears, lean a little back. So the further my hands are forward, the less I can lean back. The more I lean with my hands to my knees, the further I can lean back. So I take the golden middle, but I have to work and still have some room to move back with my buttocks. Keep my chest spacious. So reach the chest towards your upper arms or through it. And there you go. Shake it out. Shake it out. And I hope that you feel tomorrow, maybe you feel now kind of like the arms were really light, that you feel it tomorrow. If you don't feel it tomorrow, then know that you can go a little heavier. If you feel it a bit after tomorrow, that's good too. Yeah? So, I want to thank you. Give me some homework from you to give from me to you. Thank you.